Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AWOL, and we're back with another interesting bracelet. This time it is number 84798 on friendshipbracelets.net. I used some fluorescent floss again, this time the pink and the purple. Mind you, the purple, where's my fat flashlight? Oh, I still have it up. The purple doesn't, yeah, I guess it sort of does. It doesn't light up nearly like the pink really, like, I think you guys can even see that, right? But the purple doesn't light up as much, but I guess it lights up more than the blue or the black, so I guess that's a thing. Um it's super pretty cool. Um it was nice because it doesn't repeat itself very much, and so it makes it a whole lot easier to kind of know where you are, and I didn't have the problems that we had like the other one where I had to keep counting things. Um, but because it doesn't repeat itself a lot, you don't kind of get into a pattern of everything just sort of coming easy and natural, like the other one had. The other one was like once you knew what you were doing, you kind of didn't have to look at a pattern at all. Here, you kind of do a little bit more. Like you have to pay more attention. But that said, there's a lot of little cool things that are kind of going on in this that I think made it a lot of fun. Like the black hardly shows up at all. It's just this little nuancy thing here and there. Um, it makes the bright pink really pop. And again, I think I called this before. Like it's like having little stealth fighters in it. I don't know what. It's like I don't know. Oh, I know what it looks like. I used to have a thing when I was a kid that had you would like anchor one point down, and you would take the other part and you would draw with it, and then the third one would make whatever it was that you were like kind of tracing over would make it bigger. Or if you there was a way of like anchoring one point down and then you could trace and it made it the same size kind of thing. It's a little bit like that, but it still looks like there's the little black dot, and then here's the two pieces that come in. But whatever, I thought that was kind of neat. And then then you got like the X that's up there at the top, and then in will come a Celtic like thing that sort of goes over each other, and then it goes back to another X, another Celtic thing, and then another X. Um, so yeah, that part was made this kind of fun and easy. Um, again, probably not really a thing like something for beginners. This is intermediate. Um, but it was still fun. It was pretty neat. Didn't have any trouble with it. There was no areas where I was like, "Ooh, this is going to get tricky or weird," or any of that kind of stuff. So that was kind of cool. Um, I did probably pay really kind of close to attention to the pattern for a lot of it. Um, I guess mostly because I didn't want to make mistakes, but also it there was I don't want to say it's not intuitive, but you do kind of need the pattern. I don't think I could just memorize this without doing it a number of times to be able to just go out and do it in the wild without, the computer to look at or a tablet or something. So yeah, it does. It kind of needs, that little bit of help just to make sure that you don't make mistakes or whatever. But that said, it turns out really cool. Like make a nice bracelet. It's fun. You do have to kind of look a little closer to see like the Celtic bits, and I think that's because the purple and the blue don't have enough contrast for each other. Like if I had gone instead of the dark blue in this, if I had made that like a yellow, then the X and the Celtic part would have really have shown up so much more because it would have been the contrast to the purple, right? Or like the opposite on the color wheel. So that would have really popped this one off, especially if I'd gone with the fluorescent. That would have been pretty neat. But I didn't. So yeah, you have to look a little closer to see the whole what was going on there. It does make for the parts that do pop, like you can, without me shining the flashlight, you can see what's gonna glow. Like, yeah, that's a thing. So yeah, that's pretty neat. So yeah, I made this. I want to say that was like an hour or more. Like, not really good at math. So like an hour and 15, hour and 20, I think. I If I could remember how fast I sped it up, I could probably do some math and figure that out, but I don't remember exactly. I do know I sped it up pretty quick though. It's probably like 5 times. So like how long is the whole the thing won't doesn't tell me. It says how many minutes we're into the video. So it won't tell me how long the actual video was. So I don't know. But yeah, I want to say about an hour and 20. So yeah, it's not a super long time consuming. It's only 12 strands. So those tend to be kind of quick, and they're kind of a nice size. They're not so small that it's dainty and that a guy couldn't wear it, and they're not so big that a girl would be like, nope, kind of thing. So it's that nice middle kind of size where it's not bad. Trying to think, was there anything else? Not really. Like there, it's. I think you can see in this part of the X, I did kind of figure out how to do the segmenting a little bit more. Kind of concentrated on the right side first and let the X come across, and then work that out. So that was a little bit better than the first one, but overall, I don't think at the end of the day it matters that much. It's just something I like strive to do. Again, I do think that this could have been cool in some other colors, like something. The purple and blue are just maybe perhaps a little too close, a little too not enough contrast. So if you try this, I'd like to see what you make. I always like to check out the stuff. So oh, this X is the halfway point. So yes, I need to remember to thank my Patreon supporters as well as my YouTube members for making my videos possible. The string, the mics, the camera, you right there. That's that's you guys have helped to make this stuff possible. So thank you guys very, very much. Really do appreciate it. It's I love what I do, and honestly, I can't imagine what else I would do with my time if it wasn't for this stuff. So oh, so you can see. So I started this time on the left, and that's because we flipped the way the Celtic goes. So the last time it came over going, sort of this way, that now it goes the other. So yeah, I think that's kind of cool. I like when it balances out that way. I like I don't know. Really strive for that kind of having balance in the whole bracelet thing. You don't have to, and I guess it would sort of make sense if you had flipped it the other way, um, as well. But Yeah, I just, something about this part, I really do like how that works. Yeah, and the little part, like the little black strings and the bright pink there that make up those little spaces. I don't know what it is about that either, but there's something about that that's sort of neat to me. I think it's fun. It's it's just different from the usual, like there's like certain things that happen in a lot of bracelets, and this one kind of changes some of those elements and makes it interesting. And I think that's what it was that kind of drew me to the pattern, and why I enjoyed putting this together the way I did. So if you like it, give this a thumbs up. Heck, if you don't like it, give it a thumbs up. Interact, leave a message, do all that kind of stuff. It really helps the channel. But yeah, not, I'm tempted in doing it again with some different colors. I really am. I don't know if I'll get around to it. There's so many projects. Oh my God, guys. I have like lists of things over there to work on and try to make, and patterns to play with and stuff. It's yeah. I think I think I'm kind of set until summer. We'll see how that goes. Um, but I do want some blindside creation stuff. So if you guys got ideas for that, you can send me blindside creations. It's just basically send me the pattern number, which website it's from, and how many strings it is. That's it. And then I will try to work on it without having previously looked at it at all. And then, yeah, we'll see how that goes. It's always fun. I say that it's always challenging. So we've had some really cool bracelets come from the blindside creations in the past. So I would really enjoy it if you guys could come up with some cool stuff for me. Yeah, I think at this point the strings are shorter and I'm nearing the end and it's getting exciting, and you can kind of almost make out from the movement that it's just going a little bit faster. Plus, I've done it enough times that it's starting to feel a little bit more natural. Yeah, I think that's where the purples stop being in there anymore. Yeah, so okay. Big reveal coming here real soon. Um, Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit like, do all that kind of good stuff. It's really appreciated. And thanks for hanging out with me. Honestly, just even watch time helps a lot. So thank you for that. And yeah, as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.